Hey, happy June 1st, everybody. I had to come on here and do a quick live because June 1st means that we are halfway through 2021. And if you're feeling the same way as I cannot believe that June 1st is here. I cannot believe that we are halfway through the year. That brings me to my next point is, are you on track to hit the number of transactions that you want to do this year? So I'm going to walk you through some steps and some processes and understanding how to track your numbers, and more importantly, what numbers you should be tracking. Because if you're unsure as to whether you're going to hit your numbers or not this year, you're probably not going to hit those numbers, okay? Because what gets measured gets attention. I love that quote. I got to shout out my coach for that one, Joel Kaplan, for this one. He stresses this one important, is that knowing your numbers is super, super important. So here's some of the numbers that you should start paying attention to if you are not happy with the number of transactions that you're doing this year, because it's in direct correlation with that number. So first of all, you want to look at how many transactions did you do last year? And then you look at last year, how many leads came into your pipeline? And how many phone calls did you make last year? How many appointments did you set with ready to move buyers and sellers in your market? And then where did your best source of leads come from? Every single time I do a phone call with an interested prospect to get on one of our calendars, we always ask them, how many transactions are you trying to do this year? And I would say about 75% of the people who answer this question, they say 24. And that is because they come to this wonderful number of they want to do 2 transactions a month. And I get that. I understand of how you get to that number. But in order for you to hit 24 transactions, you have to have an idea of what you did last year and what did you do to make that number happen so that you can continue to push forward. So you should always be tracking how many leads are coming in, how many phone calls you're making every day, and out of those phone calls, how many appointments are you making, so that when you are measuring this, it is truly getting the attention that it needs, because your ability to connect with people is in direct correlation with how many closings that you're going to do this year, and you have to be measuring that. So every day you should be tracking that in a spreadsheet. And if you want to see what a spreadsheet like that looks like, hit me up in the DMs. I will be happy to send you the same version that we use with our clients. But basically, I'm trying to get you to the holy grail. The holy grail of what makes marketing so amazing is cost per acquisition. How much money do I have to spend to acquire a client? Because if you can figure that out and you can be profitable on that number, that is where true scale is achieved. You have to know, for every $300, for every $600 that I put in to my ads, it means that I'm going to get a signed BBA, or I'm going to get a seller's agreement. I'm going to get a client, because it teaches you and it shows you that A, you shouldn't be turning off that prospecting channel, and B, what gets measured gets attention. So you need to be doing this. If you are not doing this and you are not prepared to track your numbers in this manner that I just gave you, you, my friend, may not be ready to run with paid traffic campaigns. This is incredibly important, because this will start to build the picture of how well things are going or not going for you. So you've got to be tracking the amount of phone calls. You have to be tracking the number of leads. You have to be tracking the number of appointments that you set. Because once you start to have an idea of how much an appointment costs you, how much a lead costs you, how much a closing costs you, this is where you scale. This is where you get to break the barrier where the average agent, they hit 20, 24 transactions in a year based off of their sphere, based off their SOI, and that's amazing. But if you truly want to hit higher numbers and you want to go farther, you're going to have to turn on some channels where people don't know about you yet. But before you even go down that road, if you're not tracking your numbers, I'd put good money on that you're not going to do well with it. So hit me up if you want to hit me up in the DMs. I have a template for you that you can see how to track your numbers, what you should be tracking, and to the frequency. So hit me up in the comments below or send me a DM. I will send that to you. So halfway through 2021, let's get it. We still have 6 months left of this crazy, insane market to make some of these numbers happen. Thanks everyone for watching.